Hi guys, today we're going to be reviewing the Mackensen class battleship, or battle cruiser, from the latest warthunder event. We'll let you know if it's worth it, if you wasted your time grinding it, see if all that kind of stuff. So, if you're curious, I wouldn't skip to the end. Well, you could. I am ranking it at the end on firepower, armor, survivability, and all that kind of stuff. In 1912, Germany's navy looked strong, but its newest ships were already falling behind. The early dreadnoughts, the Nazir and the Helgoland class, only carried 11-inch guns. Even a newer Kaiser class only had 12-inch guns. At the same time, Britain's newly launched the Rhine class, the world's first super dreadnought. These carried 13.5-inch guns. They could hit harder, farther than any German battleship. Britain followed with the King George and the Iron Duke classes, with all the same heavy firepower. The same problem appeared with their battle cruisers. Britain's Lion class and Queen Mary carried 13.5-inch guns. This left Germany at a severe disadvantage. Their modern ships were outgunned, too slow, engines were underpowered. They had to catch up. So they made a new generation of warships. The Mackensen class battle cruiser. Upgraded engine, better armor, and planned with 13.8-inch guns to match the British firepower. The earlier Derflinger class had already proven effective, but by 1912, bigger guns were needed. The British were arming their ships with 13.5 and 15-inch weapons. To keep pace, Mackensen was designed with the 835 centimeter or 13.8-inch guns. Alongside their heavy firepower, they were given new, more efficient engines to reach speeds of 28 knots. Like I said, it can also reach speeds about 50 kilometers per hour, which is pretty crazy for a big ass battleship. These ships are meant to hunt. That's why they're built to be fast, good guns. Yeah. Pretty good. But the Mackensen was overtaken by events. Construction began during the war, but demand of the total conflict soon reshaped priorities by 1917. Germany's strategy no longer focused on surface battles with the Royal Navy. Instead, future lay with the U-boats, whose devastating campaign against the merchant shipping promised far greater results than the larger battle cruisers. And this kind of changed their mentality during the Second World War too. That's why there wasn't many Second World War battleships. That's why there's mostly just battle cruisers. But anyways, manpower, steel, and resources were diverted into submarines. Mackensen class laid unfinished in their shipyards. By the war's end, 3 had been launched, but none were complete. Under the Treaty of Versailles, all were struck from the Navy's list and broken up into scraps in the early 1920s. In the end, the Mackensen class achieved nothing at sea. They were built to hunt and to fight, to challenge Britain's dominance in the seas, but were left behind for the scrapyards and achieved nothing. Okay, Honestly, I would rate the Mackensen a 10, just based off the cool backstory. But I'm being completely real. Its starting shells are horrendous. I like the APHE, it's good, don't get me wrong. But for what it is, there's better ships in the game. So if you already have the Bayern or the Sanchez or the Sanch, I can't pronounce it for the life of me. But those ships, I've looked at them. If you have those, there's no point in using the Mackensen. It's cool. It's a good vehicle to have, especially if you don't have anything in the German Navy. I do think it's worth it because I love this ship. But I'd rate the armor like maybe like a 6. It's good because you mostly fight like cruisers and destroyers, an occasional battleship. So it really does do good at its role. But what else is in the game just outclasses it, so I have to give it like a 5 in armor. And in firepower, a 5. Because it's not the best. Because it's pretty average, but the speed is phenomenal. It can keep up with like the Gnais and Howe, the Scharnhorst. So if you're looking for a fast ship, that's your ship. But also the Derflinger is faster. So I'd rate it a 4, to be honest. But, and I think that's about all. And yeah, the survivability, handling armor, it's a 6. It's better than I thought it would be. But other than that, if I was going to rate the whole vehicle, 5.5. It doesn't deserve to be at 6, but it's not a bad ship. So that's my final ranking of this. And for anyone who's still watching or decided to watch my full video, as you'll see. Bismarck. Okay. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.